Okay, so yesterday I played Daymare 1994 demo on Xbox Series S. It was released, I think, 3 days ago, but surprisingly only for Xbox Series X and S consoles, uh, while the full game is coming to PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series consoles, Xbox One even, and Nintendo Switch, which was a quite surprise for me that considering the game is quite graphic heavy, so yeah, I would expect Nintendo Switch really struggling with the performance with this game, but that remains to be seen, but I have my doubts. Anyway, so yeah, the demo right now is available on PC. It was released about 2 months ago for PC, but like I have said, my PC is definitely not gaming PC. It's not even powerful enough to run Daymare or any modern games that were released, let's say, in the past 5 years or something, even more, 8 years. But anyway, so now I was able to test it with my Xbox Series S, and it's actually very good in general, I would say. I'm very happy about the game. So first of all, it has much more higher production values than on the first game, Daymare 1998, which was their first game, which was very similar to Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes, third-person action horror game, and this follows the same formula. It definitely feels like Resident Evil 2 and 3 and even 4 remakes, but I would say the first half of the demo was focused on atmosphere building, tension, which I really loved, and the latter half of the game was much more action focused. So yeah, and it has definitely more sci-fi vibes than, well, of course, Resident Evil games are not really sci-fi, but yeah, definitely Daymare 1994 Sandcastle has sci-fi, heavy sci-fi vibes, and the performance was 60 frames per second most at the times, only some frame rate dropping on more heavy action scenes, and when there was fire effects on the screen, the frame rate was struggling a little bit, or if the area was very big, then there was some minor frame rate drops, but it maintained quite well the 60 frames per second. Of course, I expected that with current gen consoles, even Xbox Series S, which is of course not as powerful as Xbox Series X. But yeah, too bad the demo is not available on PS5, because I would have been interested to compare Xbox Series S and PlayStation 5 demos. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 5 will handle frame rates a little bit better, even on the most heavy scenes, most graphic heavy parts of the game. I think PlayStation 5 will maintain 60 frames per second at all times. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, not sure if the demo will be coming to PlayStation consoles at all. And yeah, like I said, the demo was only for the Series consoles, so the demo was not playable on Xbox One, even though the Xbox One will get its full version. And the demo is not available on Switch, just to let you know if you thought about that. But so yeah, the demo is only for PC and Series X and S consoles. There was nice gameplay mechanic called, well, I don't remember what it was called, but you could freeze the enemies and then punch them to pieces with just ice shattering, exploding enemies into icy bits. And you also use that mechanic to solve some puzzles. So there were some heated pipes you needed to cool down with the freezing mechanic, and even, you know, extinguish fires with it. So it's nice to see that they use it on both combat and puzzles, and it remains to be seen if there are even more nice gameplay mechanics on the full game other than the freezing stuff. And also you can shoot the freeze bullet. There was one part where there was a pipe on this kind of ceiling which blowed flames, and you needed to shut the pipe with the freeze bullet to extinguish the fire. So yeah, but the combat is really, I would say the combat itself is probably the weakest part of the game. It's not bad, actually it's better than on the first game. I can't remember that well, but what I remember, Daymare 1998's definitely weakest part was the combat itself. It was quite clunky. The gameplay wasn't that good either. Just moving, it was kind of clunky, and Daymare 1994 Sandcastle definitely has a smoother gameplay. It plays better, plays really well actually, and yeah, like I said, the production values are much higher. but still the gameplay, I would say, is the weakest parts, even though it's better now than on the first game. So yeah, uh, so the demo was really lengthy. I was really surprised. I think I played it almost 2 hours. Well, I took my time to really explore everything. Of course, at least the demo part was really linear. There wasn't, just a couple of different paths, but they were like dead ends and they had some bonus items, you know. But that is cool also, to just have some, like Resident Evils. Uh, so the other, path goes kind of, progressing through the game, and the other path is just dead end, and there are maybe some items there. Pretty much the same here. So, but it remains to be seen how linear the full game will be. But the demo was very linear. But I don't mind that if the game is good. I have never, it has never really bothered me if the game is too linear. I actually prefer more linear games than non-linear. Uh, and I kind of hate open world games, I must say. But the Deus Ex games, they are the kind of semi-open world. They are definitely not fully open world games, but there's the kind of line uh, I drew a line on on Deus Ex games. They are not too open world, but I would definitely not enjoy playing a game that has more open world to it than Deus Ex games. But yeah, so the game is coming. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle is coming August 30th. So the end of August, about 6 weeks, 6-7 weeks to go. And yeah, it's coming to PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch at the same time. So yeah, very happy about the game, and I actually even enjoyed most of the first game back when I played it a few years ago. It was good game, but definitely had enough problems to prevent it being a great game. And this feels better, definitely. So, well, I was a little bit on the edge of if I'm going to get it or not. I was not that confident, but after playing this demo, I will definitely get the game. So this demo was very important to me to play, because otherwise, yeah, maybe I would have bought it, but maybe not on release. But now I'm really looking forward to play it on day one, or at least get it on day one. So yeah, overall, pretty happy about the game. Long demo, which I really enjoyed. I would say 1.5 to 2 hour demo. Really long for demos, I would say. But anyway, so if you're interested of getting a good alternative, if you want more third person over the shoulder survival horror action games, if you have already played Resident Evil remakes 2, 3 and 4, and yes, even nowadays you can play Resident Evil Village with the over the shoulder perspective if you have bought the Winter's expansion. There's a third person mode you can play the whole game with. So if you want more quality third person over the shoulder survival horror action games, definitely check this out. It's very, very Resident Evil, and you can say it's by looking at it, its biggest inspiration was definitely Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. So yeah, definitely if you're a fan of that kind of games, check this out. And I think the best of all, it would, being it indie game, it will not be fully priced game. So I would think if you buy it digitally, it's around 30 to 40 euros. If you buy it on physical, it could be a little bit more, like 40 to 50 euros. But it will definitely not be fully priced game, like it's the case with indie games anyway. But see you on the next video, whatever it is, again. So bye.